Well, images of rioters clashing with police look pretty much the same no matter where they come from, whether it is the violent protests we're seeing today in Greece or the Stanley Cup riots in downtown Vancouver last June. It takes significant training for the officers involved to enter into that angry crowd and to keep themselves safe while breaking up the protests without anyone getting hurt. Tonight, CTV's Gord Kurbis takes us behind the scenes for a look at how police train for the tough assignment of riot squad.
They're disturbing images we're seeing more of in the news. Protesters and violent clashes with riot squads. Some protesters seem to be doing whatever they can to be disruptive, while those behind the riot shields do their part to try to maintain order.
In a riot situation, everybody has their task that they're required or expected to perform, and that task may be being responsible for a very small area. A lot can happen in a very small area.
RCMP tactical members from up and down Vancouver Island are in the Comox Valley this week for their twice annual training. They're refining their skills for the next time they're called into action.
Certainly your adrenaline is pumping. You realize that the training that you've been taking is effective. It's nice to see the reaction of the crowd when you do something that you've been training to do and they respond as you've been told they will.
Right now on Vancouver Island there are 77 members on the tactical team. The RCMP officers perform regular duty in their various detachments, but are brought together whenever the need arises.
You approach it as any other profession and just realize that it is a job that you do, and at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for everything you do.
Good. Cycle the action. You got to be hard with it. Good. Now,
part of their training is in the use of special, less lethal weapons. In this case, the firing of stabilized beanbags. Members are trained to only fire in the areas in green on the body.
We use them in applications where we don't want to go too close to somebody who may have some type of edged weapon or something that could hurt us a bat. So at a distance, we can effectively deliver a blow that will kind of dislodge something from someone's hands or encourage them to stop the action they're doing.
The weapon is used in controlled conditions and is seen as a better alternative than using stronger force.
You know, we want to make sure that instead of it getting to the point where we have to use lethal force with someone who is actually using lethal force against us, you know, someone may get a bruise or a cut, but you know, it prevents the other alternatives.
Each member has gone through a special application process to be part of the team. Most are veterans of previous riots and say each time they go out, the situation is unique.
You know, it all depends on what's going on, what the protests are about, who's protesting. You know, sometimes it's a political, or such as the Stanley Cups, it's generally a sporting event. So absolutely, you get different crowds, different ages, so you treat each one different.
The tactical crew will continue their training throughout the rest of this week. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Comox.